That means the other 38 that the Hilltop are holding are from the satellite outpost. Those are my people. I'm gonna kill every last one of those farmers.
You will do exactly what I ask.
We can't let them get away with this shit.
You will do your job!
Hey, howdy, hey, awesome people of the internet. Wolfman 47 Dash here today, and today we're going to talk about one of the biggest game franchises of all time, Grand Theft Auto. So we all know them. They're basically a bunch of games that have some kind of connections with each other, but otherwise you've got new heroes, new characters to play as, new environments to do things in, whether it's drink driving, strip clubs, poker games, dating, doing criminal activities, whatever. GTA is just one of those game franchises that just pokes fun at reality. They're all basically parodies of reality, whether people want to admit that or not. And the thing that is the key to their success, in my opinion, is the controversies that the games have had over the years. So this started all the way back to, I think, the first game, and then the controversies have just been coming in ever since. And the problem is, so many lawyers, news outlets, and so forth are just trying to get out there saying that this game is bad, you shouldn't buy, and so forth, with all the controversies and stuff that they try and do. Even news outlets have those little discussions about the games. But the problem is, even though they might be trying to tell people not to buy the games and not play them or whatever, they're actually doing the actual outcome is the complete opposite of what they're trying to do. Because people like me, when I hear something is really bad, really controversial, whatever, of course I'm going to be interested in wanting to play and or watch the things. I mean, it's the reason why I watch the Disney remakes, because because I know a lot of people would not watch them at all. I watch them because I'm curious, just to see how bad they really are. And likewise with GTA, because GTA, they're great, they're all fantastic games, whether we want to admit the problems with them or not. And I've got no issue with them. In fact, the only times I've played the games all the way through were GTA 4 and GTA 5. I played a bit of GTA Online. I've not played too much of the other games that came before that, and I'm obviously looking forward to playing GTA 6 as and when that comes out. Obviously, because these games take a long time to make, technologies will have updated and or changed, and all sorts of other things will have happened. It's one of these franchises that isn't yearly like Assassin's Creed or Call of Duty was. They are games that are released sort of years apart to sort of give people time to play games, and also because most of the time the games don't actually arrive on all the platforms when they first came out. Case in point, the GTA 4 and 5, they came out on PlayStation and Xbox before coming to PC, and of course, because GTA is a very mature rated game, the franchise itself has only had very limited appearances on Nintendo platforms. I know Chinatown was a Nintendo DS or 3DS game that came on that, but apart from that, it's never been on any Nintendo platforms as far as I know. And I could go through all the different controversies, but they're pretty much controversies that most other video games had, plus more. So, for example, sex and nudity. Yeah, the games have that, and even have sort of full frontal nudity and everything. And you know, all these different groups, parent groups, lawyers, news outlets, and so forth. Yeah, okay, you can say what you like about full frontal nudity in video games, but the thing is, films have that as well. Obviously, not every film has that, but films have that as well. And the reason why we have these age rating systems in place, PEGI, for us it's PEGI and the BBFC, they're in place to sort of help guide people, so parents and so forth included, as to what their children or us adults should be playing. And all the GTA games, as far as I know, have been rated 18 by either PEGI, the BBFC, or both in some shape or form here in the UK. And it is funny that even though news outlets, especially news outlets and other people, are still trying to get the games to be banned and so forth, they're just doing the complete opposite, which is just letting people be more curious and buy the game, mod the game, and so on and so forth. Even Rockstar themselves have sort of gone into these sort of different lawsuits themselves when they see people trying to mod their games, and they're like, no, don't do that. Yeah, I'll be honest. I enjoy playing the GTA games. Will there ever be a time where I'll play the games in like a long playthrough on YouTube? I don't know, because even though I have done a GTA 5 video to celebrate my 69 subscriber milestone, because obviously everyone knows 69 is usually associated with sex. It's a game that I probably will do a long playthrough of. I don't know if I actually will do. It's probably a game that I will maybe one day, I don't know, do a long playthrough of, but I have to sort of test the waters a bit. Of course, I did kind of test the waters when I did my long playthrough of LA Noire, which even though it's not like a traditional Rockstar game, it still counts as a Rockstar game because Rockstar published the game and hired the now defunct Team Bondi to create that game. So yeah. So I think when it comes to controversies, they are the things that do sell a product, and they do actually help sort of get the product to be successful or not, or if not successful, then just get people interested and invested. Because when I was introduced to GTA, it was through a friend, and he basically told me about, and he kind of sort of said about different controversies that the games have had. And when I started playing the game, I actually surprisingly enjoyed it, and I did not and throughout the whole time I played the game, I did not once even think about committing any of the crimes that the game plays. The fact some people forget that us gamers, we do play lots of different games, and a lot of the time, anytime we play like very violent games, we don't actually do those violent acts in real life. In fact, games are kind of exist to help us realise that these acts are not good to do in real life, and to tell us to just not do them at all without even trying to tell us, just let us do it in games. Because in video games you don't get as many consequences as you do in real life. Like if you decide to shoot someone on the street with a gun in real life, you'll get arrested, probably get jail time, and yeah, whereas in a game you don't get that at all. So there's like some consequence, although it's kind of a game developer's choice as to whether they want to add consequences into the mix, whether they want to or not. But yeah, bottom line, GTA is successful thanks to its controversies, and also the fact that it has a huge fan base. Lots of people really enjoy playing games, and lots of people enjoy the anticipation of the release between games. And we don't know what GTA 6 is going to be like. I know there's a female protagonist in there that I think you get to play as, so that's obviously going to be a new thing to the series. Whereas the previous game, GTA, and current game at the moment, GTA 5, introduced the idea of 3 playable protagonists, and with a sort of multiple choice ending, although GTA 4 had that as well. And you know, even though you might think that you don't really learn anything, that these characters don't really say anything that you can learn from, don't forget that Nico Bellic from the fourth numbered game, I should say, he did say when you do drunk driving that he thinks there's a bad idea and everything. So you know, there is some stuff that is said there. And for God's sake, when you get someone called Rowan calling you to tell you to go bowling, I don't want to do that, because he just calls you constantly and everything. It kind of reminds me of a friend I have who calls me often, and it tells me stuff that I don't particularly care that much about. But it's like it's all him, very one-sided, and yeah. So yeah. But anyway, that's all I've got to say about the GTA controversies. Of course, I could go into detail about each of them, but I'm not going to, because so many YouTubers have done that already, and me just adding it to the mix would not really change or say anything significant. So yeah, but yeah, in my honest opinion, yes is the answer to the question that I have on this video. That controversies are the things that led to the success of the GTA franchise. And I look forward to playing GTA 6 and future games. whether I raise my own family or whatever at that point. But obviously, don't let my children, if I have children, see them play the game until they're old enough, because I want to be a good dad. So yeah. But anyway, that's all I've got to say. Obviously, share your thoughts in the comments below as to what you think about the controversies, whether they're the things that led to the success of these games, and also other games as well, because this isn't just the only video game franchise that has gained controversies. There's loads out there, but this is like the one that kind of takes the cake as being like the king or queen or whatever of controversies in the video game world. I think it's in the Guinness Book of World Records for having the most amount of controversies, but yeah, I don't know. But anyway, thank you so much for watching. Like, share, comment and subscribe if you can, please. Those of you new to my channel, I do vlogs like this where I talk about different things, so I do top 10s, exploring different things, reviewing different things, do hauls, rants on live, talk about controversies as I've done today. And if you're a gamer like me, I'll do gameplay videos where it's just straight up gameplay, nothing else, usually following a long game. I also do let's play videos where it's me adding commentary and either following a long game or just do one video of a game that I may or may not return to at a later date. So that's what I do, and I do occasional shorts as well. See you in the next one. Peace to you all, and remember, don't commit gun violence, do not commit knife crimes, do not do drugs, don't text and drive, don't drink and drive. And basically, if you're playing a game that's telling you that all these things are bad without even trying to tell you these things are bad, then they probably are bad things to do in real life, so just don't do them. Just basically don't be like those teenagers that were inspired by GTA to do the crimes that they did. And if you're in the US of A, put the gun down, for goodness sake, and just use that to protect yourself and your family, not for being trigger happy or willy-nilly. And if you live outside the UK and you have access to weapons, likewise, for protection, nothing else. Okay, toodles.
Nico, it's Roman. Let's go bowling.